How you doing today? Today has been a pretty interesting day when we look at Weiss Schwarz. What we got here going on is the pre-orders for Data Bullet has now started, and I'm pumped up. I don't know about you, but we've been waiting for it. We knew it was coming, but just having actual date now and a surprise, which they told us about, it's gonna be pretty cool. So what we have is Data Bullet, and you'll see it on their page. They wrote it three different times. You got extra booster, you got the extra booster again, and you get a surprise set. They also did tell us we knew about this, that sets were being pushed back. That's a video that's coming, by the way, and we knew it was coming, and now they've said it's been pushed from November to December. They seek your understanding and patience regarding this matter. And I will just take a moment to talk about that. I think it's pretty messed up that people are even questioning that. It's like there's two things going on, right? We know the demand for Weiss has been going up. People have been buying more. They stick to a pretty aggressive schedule of like sending stuff out, printing stuff out, selling us stuff every month. So they've been trying to do it where they catch up, but we knew Data Alive caused a lot of issues. Because of the reprint, they weren't expecting that. They had to push things back, and then we have the pandemic, which again I think it's pretty messed up when you think about it. That people are upset that they're using this as like a sort of excuse. That's like one of those ones where if I would never do it where I would swear on someone else's life about something. And I think it's also like bad karma if you're using like the pandemic to say your business is being slowed down. So I don't believe they're just saying that. Again, bad karma on them if they are, but I don't imagine that that's a lie in any case. If you've taken a look at Asia, there's issues going on there right now. So to even question that's kind of messed up. And just look, let's put it in perspective here, right? This is a card game, and it's only being pushed back by 1 month. I mean, surely we could all wait 1 month for cards, right? There's people here that quit their job because their job was saying to go back to work. I know people. I know people like around here, my ex coworkers and things like that, that actually quit because the company said that we had to go back to work in the office. And you're expecting the same thing out of people in Asia to print you cards, like things that don't matter really in life. So I think it's really people really need to have some understanding and patience on this, and I don't believe they're lying on this. Right? Everything got pushed back. You know what? We're gonna get the cards eventually. You know who's really gonna care about that? Okay. So that's my stance on that. Next thing is we got a surprise set. So right above here, they wrote about the surprise set, and I think it's pretty awesome. So let's just take a look at the product page overall. So we got product page, product page. I'm gonna just close these because let me just do this again. There is these two extra boosters. Obviously, they just didn't take one off and they put the picture on one. So a spin-off from Data Live. That's what extra booster Data Bullet is. It's a spin-off. Kurumi cards can be played. What's the difference with this one? I think this is the more this is the correct one, right? Because this doesn't have anything on there. It just has that cool picture. This cool picture there. So here's the actual real one, right? Follow the exploits of fan favorite character Kurumi Tokisaki as she takes the stage in Weiss Schwarz. And they confirmed here for now, anyways, but I'm pretty sure this is not going to change. We're going to get some autograph cards by Kurumi and Queen. And as expected from every extra booster, there's going to be 6 cards per display. There's 6 cards in a pack, and look at this. This guy's invisible. I don't know why it's doing this. My mouse is right here, and these things are disappearing. I think it's just really neat. So as we know from the previous sets. You could play this with Data Live. You can play it with some Fujimi cards. There should be two Fujimi cards. I haven't taken. I know when Fujimi and Data Live came out, there was two cards that couldn't be played together. I'm gonna assume that's still the same. I think it was the Shido and Origami that you couldn't use. Don't quote me on that, but I was pretty sure it was two. And then we got the supply set thing here. So let's just open the supply set. It's not actually a supply set, it's a surprise set. Surprise set. So it is not your supply set. It is different because what's inside of here is each set provides you with card supplies to protect, store, transport your precious cards. What's more, is that right? What's more? It includes a bonus shiny PR card. So what again, we got a deck case, we got some sleeves, and then we got a deck separator and a bonus shiny card. So you may be wondering what's different. Like, it's not a supply set because the supply set has different stuff in it. So we got a deck case, we got sleeves, we got a deck separator, and I think the deck separator looks really cool. It has all the people in there. But if we take a look at Seven Deadly Sins, the difference was, right, we got a deck case, so matches. We got card sleeves, but this one has 5 booster packs, right? 5 booster packs. This thing has a deck separator. And you're like, well, that's not really equivalent, but you get this shiny card. So that's the difference. It's kind of like, do you value 5 random booster packs or do you value this shiny card more? And I don't know. So I think the big question here is price, right? So when we take a look at this, you're thinking about this, you have a deck separator and a PR card versus 5 booster packs. Which one is more worth it to you? Really? And then at the same time, how much does this thing cost? Like, is it the same? Do you, like, if you want to write a comment down there, just write about, do you think these should be the same price? One shiny card, one shiny Karumi card versus 5 booster packs and a separator. I don't know where I land on that. Because let's say this thing is, you buy a booster box for 60. I know that's low, but let's just say 60. Easy math. There's 20 packs in there, so $3 a thing. So $15 in packs. I know the math doesn't align here, but $15 in packs versus is this PR card with $15. And as I thought about this, you know what this reminded me of? It reminded me of this. Do you remember cereal back in the day? This is my wife's. It's too healthy, so it's not gonna have a prize inside. But if anybody remembers back in the day, sugary cereal has always had that awesome prize in there, and you would just, this is what this reminded me of. You reach in there, you reach all the way to the bottom, and bam, you pull out a prize, right? What did I get? I got a Machine God Maple. If you're wondering why I put this in at a top loader, I just didn't want cereal on it. Obviously, this card should probably not be in a sleeve in a top loader, but still good. I didn't want to get cereal on it. You got to protect the goods, right? So that's what this reminds me of. So just think about this again. So price wise, where do you land on it? Should this thing be cheaper or equal price to this one? This one is $35. When I looked on online store, they had this at $35. Should this thing be $35 retail? I don't know, but now let's do some more math, right? So we're gonna do some math because there are gonna be people out there that really have to think through this. You have one bonus shiny card, and as we know, there's people that like playing or having a play set of cards, for their collection, playing, showing off, whatever. 35 times 4 is 140, right? How do I get 140? Because one shiny card, you need 4 of them. 35 times 4, 140. And this is where the cereal box comes in handy, because I think in my mind, right, if you wanted that Frisbee, you had to eat like 5 boxes of cereal. So you had or if you wanted like a certain prize, you may have the open so many of these things to get the right one. If anybody remembers Pokemon not too long ago on cereal boxes, yeah, to get the one you wanted, it might have taken like 5, 6, 10 different cereal boxes to get the one you wanted. But think about this one. Like there was a lot of stuff, right? I don't know what you actually did with the cereal. Did you throw it away? Did you eat it? Just think about what you have here. You have a deck box. Do you need more than one? I guess, maybe. Do you need all these card sleeves? Maybe. Do you need these deck separators? If you are opening this thing for just 4 of these cards, that's a lot of cereal that you're going to be throwing away. And I'm not saying you're really going to actually throw this away, but I think it calls into question how many of these are actually going to be bought. Do you think, are you one of those people that think that these are going to be bought up just for this shiny card? And if you are you going to invest in it? Or if too many of these are bought, then you just have like a really cheap card and you got all these supplies, and congratulations, you're now a card sleeve seller and deck case seller. But since so many people have this is kind of a really interesting situation. Truthfully, I think what they really should have done is just put out like a collector's box, have a bunch of shiny cards in it. They do that with Cardfight Vanguard, right? Like they did that with Bang Dream. So I would rather just go that direction than having this card stuck in here, because I am probably going to be one of those people that buy 4 of these. Yeah, I'll probably be one of those people that buy 4 of these, and that's going to suck. I'm not going to lie. It's going to suck to just have. When I said that, I was talking literally about myself, because I don't really want to have 4 of these unless there are different designs. Now, that would be cool, right? If you had different design deck boxes in each one of them. Let's just say 4. How about 4 different ones? 4 different deck separators, 4 different card sleeves. Can you imagine that? And then having a different. We're gonna keep going down a rabbit hole if I go that. I was like, you got 4 different shiny PR cards, but then I'm like, you're gonna have to buy 16 of these things then. So you get my point. I'm like, if I have to buy 4 of these, I would wish there'd be more variety to it. This is almost like the trial deck stuff, right? Like I have to buy 2 trial decks because there's a card in there that they only put 2 of in a trial deck, so you need to buy 2 trial decks to get 4. This is the same idea. Now there's only 1 card in there, and we have to buy 4 of these to get it. I would have hoped that there would have been 2 at least, or 4. That would be nice. Then I just had to buy 1, but it's a little sad. But I would hope this thing is like $25. For the love of God, please be $25, so I don't have to spend $140. And there we are. I think it's gonna be exciting no matter what. I mean, I'm really pumped up for Data Live, a Bullet, and we'll see what happens to Data Live prices because of this, right? Now, if you actually want to play the set and you don't have the cards, Data Live's out there. It's pretty cheap right now, so I would imagine there'd be some kind of bump up on it. And there we are. So, again, this was a pretty good announcement. And hopefully I wasn't too negative about what I said earlier with the whole pandemic thing, but it's a game. Right? It's a game. It'll eventually come to us, and life is a life. So you all have a wonderful night.